really interesting. And then you can join for free through WeChat or YouTube. And the lesson, for example, you can see the calendar on the left side. The pink color is for the SASMO. So for example, on January 14th, January 21st, and February 5th, February 11th, February 18th, there will be our SASMO preparation courses. And we also have some SMKC preparation. You can see the blue ones on Thursday. And both of the lessons will be on 4:30 to 5 p.m. Okay, so you can see after the class, we will also have some homework to do. So if you can submit before the timing, that is on Thursday 9 p.m. If you submit your homework, then you can get 1 star, and 5 stars can redeem 1 present. Okay, seems the time is start already. So everyone, let's have a look what we are gonna learn today. Okay, hello everyone, this is Teacher Jane. We can see that as for today's lesson, we will learn about comparison and replacement. So let's have a look. If you can hear me clearly, please type yes in your chat box. Okay, so let's have a look. We can see that this type of question is really important, and if you already got the all-in-one guidebook, you will see that this is how the questions shows up in each year, and also for our P1 question, it will show up every year, so it will be really important. So everyone, right now, let's try something starting from some basic things, everyone. Firstly, we can have a look. If we know that in each question, the shape in each question, they are the same quantity, that means they will means the same number, then how can we solve the problem? What about this fish? What is the number that represented by this fish? Yeah, so we can see actually before we start, we need to simplify the equation because I really hate it look like this. So for example, we can see probably we can just firstly cancel the same number and calculate the given numbers first. Because we can see if we take away 12 from both sides at the same time, then on the right side it will be 8, right? So 2 fishes equals 8. 1 fish equals how many? Yeah, that will be 4, right? Okay, so everyone, remember this, really important. Calculate the given numbers first. Okay, and then let's move on. How about this? We also need to simplify it, right? So we see 1 fish plus another fish minus 1 fish equals 25. So just now we say that we calculate what we know already, right? So we can calculate what is 15 plus 10. Tell me directly. Yeah, that will be 25, right? And then as for the left part, it is really confusing. So we see if we get a fish and then plus 1 minus 1, it equals 25. Then how can we find out what is the fish? Just now we say that the same item at the same question, that means the same number, right? So we can see, for example, if Teacher Jane gives you 1 coin and then I take it back, then it will be 0, right? So we can see if we got the same item with opposite sign, for example, 1 plus 1 minus, then we can cancel it. Okay, so we can see 1 fish equals how many? 25. Yes, good job. I got so many correct answers in the chat box. Good job, everyone. So everyone remember this. This is the second important thing. Cancel out the same numbers with opposite signs. Okay, really important. And then let's move on. How about this? Okay, so we see 3 fishes plus 30 equals 1 fish. Okay, let me tell you that just now we say we simplify the equation first, right? So we can see this is that we can cancel the same thing from both sides. So for example, imagine this is the scale, this is the balance. If we want to keep it balanced, if we take away 1 kilogram from both sides, the scale will still be balanced, right? So for example, you can imagine that if teacher take away 1 fish from the left side, then the scale for the left part, it will be lighter like this. So it means that we also need to take away the same item from the right side. Okay, so fast, Jiayi, you got the correct answer. Okay, so we can see that this time, after we cancel the same thing from both sides, we can see that 2 fishes equals 30, so that we can see 1 fish equals 15, right? So we can see this is how can we solve the problem. Just now we learned 3 different ways to simplify the equation. Then let's try something more. Okay, this time everyone, if we still don't know this, if we still know that at the same question, the same item we got the same number, then we can see 2 apples equals 6, 1 orange plus 1 apple equals 10. Then if I label it as equation 1 and equation 2, which one do you want to start with, 1 or 2? There must be 1, right? Okay, because we know that 1 only got 1 missing item. So for example, if we start with the equation 2, if the orange is 1, then the apple is 9. And if the orange is 2, the apple will be 8. So there will be a lot of different answers for us. So we need to start with the equation with only 1 missing number, right? So we can see, if we know that 2 apples equals 6, then we also know that each apple got the same number in the same question, right? So as for each apple, there will be how many? 3, right? So 3 and 3, all the apples in this question will be 3. So what about the orange? Type in your chat box. Yeah, that will be 7. So this question will be easier. So we can see that each time we always start with equation with only 1 type of shape. Only 1 type of shape. That will be easier, okay? So this is the 4th thing already. After the class, I will also give you some notes, so it's okay. And then everyone, this time, let's try something different. We can see that the blue flower represents how many and the red flowers represent how many. This time we can see, do we have any equation with only 1 missing number? Only 1 type of shape? Seems not, right? But no worries, everyone. We can use the little helper to help us do the replacement. Then think about this. Who can be the little helper? Can we see? Oh, so I think 1 red flower equals 3 blue flowers. So probably we can try if we want to replace the red flower in the first equation, then probably we can get 3 blue flowers, right? So this time we can get that as for the first equation, it will become 4 blue flowers equals 12. So 1 blue flower equals how many? 3, right? So this time we can get the answer, and so we can see all the blue flowers in this question will be 3. Then how about the red flowers? That will be 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9. Good job. Then I'm a little bit confused. Can I use the red flower? Can I use the blue flower to do the replacement? For example, I know I cut, if I still don't know what is fraction and decimal, so probably teacher Jane can just cut this red flower into 3 pieces and then replace the red flower with half of the flower like this. Is it okay? No, definitely not. It is so confusing, right? So we always use the item with bigger quantity to do the replacement. So firstly, think about who can help us to do the replacement. Okay, and actually there's another tip for us. That is, we can always use the equation with numbers to calculate. We always use the equations with numbers to calculate and use the equations without numbers to replace. Okay? Okay, so this time everyone, let's try this question. Find the value of the pink and purple flowers below. Okay, so everyone, we can see this time. Can you tell me which one is the little helper? The red one or the purple one? This is so complicated, everyone. You see, there are two equations, right? And Teacher Jane is so confused because we can see there are so many flowers for each equation. So probably we can just simplify it before we calculate, right? So everyone, let's firstly have a look. Which equation we can simplify it? Yeah, we can simplify the second one, right? So for example, we can see both sides got the purple flowers, so probably we can firstly, cancel, 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 cancel. Then we know one red flower equals how many purple ones? Two purple ones, right? So as for the first question, we can replace all the red ones with two purple ones. So we know two purple ones plus two purple ones plus two purple flower minus one purple one minus another purple flower equals 8. So this time we can do more simplification. So we can see this time, everyone, we know that we need to minus 2 purple flowers, right? And here we know that just now we know if the items with opposite signs, we can just directly cancel them. So let's cancel. If I cancel the 2 minus purple ones, we can also cancel 2 purple ones from the previous part. So we know 4 purple ones equals 8. What about 1? Equals 2. And then how about the red ones? Yeah, that will be 4. Oh, everyone, you're so fast. Good job, everyone. Okay, and then let's see this time. Teacher Jane is so hungry, so I went to the Burger King and see if there's anything I can eat. So, you see, Teacher Apple is Teacher Jane's friend, and Teacher Apple got 2 hamburgers and 1 juice, and it cost $25. And then Teacher Jane thinks, oh, I also want to have some, but I cannot eat that much, so I only want 1 burger with 1 juice, and it costs $15. And if we know that there's no discount and all the hamburgers and the juice, they are of the same price, then can you tell me what is the price for each hamburger and the price for each juice? Okay, so probably you can imagine 1 hamburger and 1 juice as 1 set. You see, if we know all the items, for example, the hamburgers, all the hamburgers and all the juice, they will cost the same, then they will always keep the same if we say them as a group, right? So we see 1 burger with 1 juice cost 15. So 1 burger with 1 set will be 25, so the burger cost 10, right? So all the burgers will be 10, and then we know the juice will be 5. Then the question will be easy, right? So this time let's try something together. We can see that what does the triangle and the circle represent? Fill the numbers in the bracket. Firstly, think about 2 triangles, 2 circles equals 28. 1 triangle, 2 circles equals 19. Then what about 1 triangle and 1 circle cost? A little bit confusing, but no worries, everyone. Just now we say that we can see them as a group. Just find the short thing in long equation. So you see the short equation, we got a set. Imagine this is some hamburger and juice. Can we find the same atom in the first equation? Yes, we can, right? So we know this side cost how many? 19, right? So type in your chat box. If we know one triangle plus 19 equals 28, then the triangle costs how many? Yeah, we just used the 28 minus 19, then we can have 9, right? Okay, good job, everyone. So proud of you. And then if we know all the triangles in this question is 9, we label all the triangles with 9, then we know the circle will be how many? Probably we can see the second equation here. If we know the second equation, 9 plus 2 circles equals 19, then we know 2 circles equals 10, right? So 1 circle equals 5. Good job. 嘉义和 Sarah, Zoe, so fast, everyone. Okay, good job. Then, you ready for the next question? Let's go. This time, the question is actually also on the all-in-one get book. In Chinese will be 一本通. You will find it on the book. This is topic 4. After the class, you can have a look at the book. It will be quite fun. Okay, so this time, everyone. Can we still find the short in the long? There are so many confusing items, everyone. We can see the short item will be 2 circles with 1 square, right? Can we find it in the first equation? Yeah, also can, right? So we see here we also get another set. So this set costs 29. So confusing. There are still many shapes. How can we do it? Oh, everyone, you see we can find another side, right? So probably we can see if there's another group to help us solve the problem, right? So we can see here in the question, 29 plus a circle plus another 29 equals 69. So everyone, let's do the calculation. 1 circle equals 69 minus 29 minus 29, right? So what about 1 circle? That will be how many? Who can calculate and tell me in the chat box? Can you type in your chat box? 69 minus 29 minus 29, what is the answer? Okay, good job. That will be 11. And then this time we know all the circles will be 11, 11, 11 labeled in the question. Then we will know, oh, how about the square? How about the square? 11 plus 11 plus the square equals 29. Then we can do 29 minus the 2 parts we've already known. That will be 29 minus 11 equals 7. Good job, everyone. Then we can see we can always find the short equation in long. Actually, have you found that no matter we replace with the little helper or as a group, our target is always wanna make one equation becomes with only one type of shape, because we can only calculate the equation with only one missing number, right? That is one type of shape that will help us a lot. So sometimes we can replace them with the help of little helper. For example, like this. We just use 1 red flower to represent 3 blue flowers, and sometimes we can replace them as a group. Imagine them as a set, like the burger and the juice. So that will help us to make the equation becomes with only one type of shape. That will help us a lot, right? So everyone, this time let's try some challenge question. We can see that this time, how can we solve the equation? So many confusing things. Equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. Okay, everyone, so you see, we can always start from the equation with what? We start with which equation, do you think? Yeah, we start with the second equation, right? Because we can see the second equation, we only have one missing number. So we know what times what equals 16. Everyone, do you know the times table? So after this class, you need to reset all the times table. Okay, so we know 4 times. Okay, so we see 4 times 4 equals 16. So all the ducks in this question will be 4, right? And then after the replacement, we can do which one? The first one or the third equation? Which one? The first equation, right? Because right now, the first equation got only one type of shape. So we can say what minus 4 equals 3? That will be 7. So we know all the elephants in this question will be 7 and the ducks will be 4. And then how about the dinosaur? Yeah, because we know 4 times 7 equals 28. And then we know 28 plus the dinosaur equals 31. And then we know the dinosaur will be 3, right? So let's do the plus. What is the sum of 7 plus 4 plus 3? Okay, that will be 14. Not hard, right? Okay, everyone. Do you want to try some real test questions in SASMO? Okay, everyone, let's see. I prepared some real SASMO questions. This is from SASMO P1 2024. So, before we move on, probably we can quickly review what we have learned just now, right? So we see, before we do the question, we can see, if there's anything we can simplify. For example, if we can cancel the same item from both sides, or if at the same side, is there the same item with plus and minus, the opposite signs, or if there's any numbers that we can calculate first, then we move on, right? Okay, so everyone, you see, this is a real test question. So we see this is equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. Our task is to see what is the value for the owl. So you see, which equation do you want to start with? This question is not hard anymore, so everyone, let's try it. Which one do you want to start with? Easy peasy already, right? So we see we start with the third equation because the third equation got only one type of item, right? The picture is the koala. So we see what is the value for the koala in this question. Yeah, that will be 5. So we see 5 times 5 equals 25. Then we see the same item in the same question. That will be 5. All the koalas will be 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So when you are doing the question, later I'll give you a paper. You also need to label what is the value for each item. Okay, promise? Okay, and then we see. Then after we know what about the koala, then we can see what about the other items. Do you want to start with the equation 1 or equation 2? Equation 2, right? Because equation 2 right now got only one missing number. So what is the value for the cow? If we know 1 cow plus 5 equals 12, then that will be 7, right? So all will be 7. So 5 times the owl plus the 7 equals, 5 times the owl plus 7 equals 52. So let's calculate. Quick, everyone, take out the paper. Oh, I already got some answers, everyone, in the chat box. You're so fast. So everyone, we can see the value of the owl will be how many? 9. Yes, good job. Because we see 5 times what equals 52 minus 7, right? We can take away the same thing from both sides. And then we see 5 times what equals 9. Then the owl will be 9. Good job, everyone. Okay, everyone, then let's see. How about the SASMO P1 2023 question? This time, which one do you want to start with? Let me label, You see, equation 1, equation 2, equation 3, our task is to see. Oh my god, how can I call them? Airplane, what is the second one? And the third one is helicopter. Okay. Is this a spaceship or something? Okay, I just call it spaceship, okay? So everyone, let's see. The first one we can see the purple airplane plus the red airplane plus the blue airplane. Okay, this time it will be better. Equals 18, and the blue airplane plus the purple one equals 14. And then the third equation, we know that the red one plus the blue one times the blue one equals 29, and our task is to see what is the value of the red one plus the blue one. Okay, so we can see this time so confusing. Do we have any equation got only one missing number, got only one type of shape? No, seems not, right? But we can find the short in long. Everyone, you still remember just now we learned that we can replace the short, just like the juice and the hamburger. You see the short one here. Can we find it in other equations? Yeah, everyone, you see the purple one with the blue one equals how many? 14, right? So everyone just type in your chat box. What about the red one equals how many? We know the red one plus 14 equals 18, so the red one equals 4. Perfect. So we can see, we can replace all the red ones with number 4. Then let's do the question. Do we start with equation 2 or equation 3? So confusing. How can we solve the problem? Okay, so we see we can just start with the third one. Because we know after we replace the red one with 4, we can see the third equation got only one missing one type of shape, right? That is 4 plus this group equals 29. So one blue one times another blue equals 25, because 29 minus 4, right? We take away the same thing from both sides. Just now we know how can we simplify it already. Okay, so we see what times what equals 25. Yeah, that will be 5, right? So the value will be 4 plus 5 equals 9. Okay, so you see the computation question is not hard at all, right? Everyone, this time, do you know how to do it? Okay, good job. So everyone, let's review today's lesson. Let's see what we have learned today. So we can see as for today's lesson, we firstly know how can we simplify the equations, right? Sometimes we can cancel the same item from both sides. Sometimes if we plus something and then minus something from the both sides, then we can just cancel both of them, right? For example, if teacher Jane gives you 1 coin and then take away 1 coin, you got 24. Then in the beginning you just have 24, right? Because I give you nothing. Okay, and then we also learn 3 typical questions. The first type is that the basic one is that we can always start with equation with only one type of shape. And then we also see, oh, what if sometimes we don't have equation with only one type of shape, then how can we do? So we can just replace, everyone. No matter type 2 or type 3, actually they are the same. Just because sometimes we replace one item with the little helper, sometimes we see them as a group to replace. Okay, so everyone, let's see the type 2 is that we can see the equation with numbers, we can calculate after we do the replacement, and the equation without numbers, we always use the relationship between. For example, 1 banana equals 2 strawberries. Use this relationship to do the replacement. And then as for the type 3, we can find the short equation in the long one, circle it, and then replace it as a whole. You can imagine them as a set, right? Okay, so everyone, this is all for today's lesson. Hope you enjoy it and looking forward to seeing you next week. But do remember to submit your homework through our WeChat group or WhatsApp group, before Thursday 9 p.m. this week. And if you submit on time, then you will get 1 star. And 5 stars, you can get a small gift. For example, keychains or pencils or something. Okay, so everyone, if you missed the lesson, you can also join our lesson through the playback. Looking forward to receiving your homework. Bye bye, everyone.